now actually uniform system we are having, complete uniform system. After class 10th, diploma is after class 10th, and after class 10th he is exiting and entering into diploma. So every year study is carrying a weightage of some 0.5. 10th is a level 3. Now whole education which we will be having, it is on the basis of levels. So 10th is level 3. After 10th, if someone is entering into diploma and 3 years course is doing, so 0.5 plus 0.5 plus 0.5 in 3 years, the addition will be 1.5. So at the level of 4.5 he will be exiting. If someone is doing after 10th, 12th class, not diploma, if diploma is doing, is reaching at the level of 4.5. If he is doing class 12th, then after 10th there are 2 years. So 0.5 he will be reaching at level 4. Level 4, 1 year addition if it is, then it is 4.5 and it will be given undergraduate certificate. The name will be undergraduate certificate, and 4.5 is undergraduate level when it is entering. So 4.5 if someone is entering in engineering, he will have to give 3 years. Okay. So if one additional year he is doing, then he will be getting diploma. After 12th, 1 year it is undergraduate certificate, 2 years it is undergraduate diploma, 3rd year he will be getting Bachelor of Vocational Education, and 4th year it is BTech. So after 12th he will be moving 0.5, 0.5, 0.5 like this one. Diploma when he is going, he is having a level 4.5, and at the level of 4.5 he will be entering. So now entry, it is on the basis of levels. It is not important that it is through diploma or it is coming through class 11th, 12th, it is same. So everything will be calculated on the basis of the levels, the years. 1 year studies he is doing, the addition will be 0.5, 0.5. Like this one up to MTech level, it is 7. PhD level, it is 8. So levels are there now. So there should not be any confusion to the students. So for improving the practical knowledge of diploma students, there are two components. One is practical part, another is theory part, means education part and skill part. So what we have done, what AICT has done, we have revised whole curriculum. We have requested to industry people also that please do join hands with us. Whatever we are teaching, please do suggest that what addition it has to be. So what exactly they have done now in new curriculum, roughly 60% is practical component, 40% is theory. So the combination of additional practical part, even mandatory internship, it has been done for the diploma students, even for engineering students also. So engineering students for 6 months they will be going into the industries for improving their practical skill. For diploma students it is around 3 months. So everywhere we are trying that whatever education we are doing or whatever skills we are doing, it should be as per the needs, and the confidence building of the students should be better, so that their acceptance into the industries is better. So we are trying to improve the hands-on part, skills part, and even the National Council of Vocational Education and Training, they have also given many options now, many courses they have also given to the country, and where practical component is very strong. So probably the issues which is industries are facing, that students are not been trained according to their requirements or their skills are poor, that issue through NEP also it is being sorted out. So now what we are doing, even we have created one common platform for giving internship opportunity to the students. One side industries are registering that these many interns I am needing, in these areas I am needing. Students are applying on that internship portal that in this particular area I am interested for taking my internship. So it's a matchmaking, just like combining the needs of the industries and needs of the students, so that the internship opportunities may become stronger. So many industries are coming forward, many industries, not only this 1 lakh or limited internship. Now on our internship portal, around 2 crore internship opportunities it has been posted by students, and thousands of industries, 50,000 plus industries have also posted their requirements. So that internship opportunities for the students in their nearby areas or in that district or in that state, lot of opportunities are available. So we are trying to connect many of the industries, and many industries those internship opportunities, which is leading to jobs to the students in those industries also. So that sort of matchmaking we are doing. There are two parts in translating the SWAYAM content. One is those videos into the regional languages. Second one, we are writing books also. So one is the digital medium which we are having, another one printed books also. So that work is going on, and you will be happy to know that in 10 Indian languages already we have created polytechnic and engineering books. It is available for the students. For Malayalam also the work is going on. I am handling another assignment where glossary is also being created for the Indian languages. So that commission which is there, it is in the name of CSTT. I am chairing that commission. So one team of mine is working with Malayali experts also, so who are knowing Malayalam, who are knowing technology. So how those technical words can be converted into Malayalam language also. So around 50,000 words we have identified, and hope in next 3 months 50,000 technical education words will be available in Malayalam, and books in Malayalam also will be providing to our engineering and polytechnic students. At least first year books by next July, August we will be giving those books. So we are not saying that in which language students should study, but it is important that learning it has to be. Basically the mother tongue which we are having, their understanding of the students will be better. They can have English also, they can have other languages also, because globally students will have to compete. But as far as understanding is concerned, we are helping our students so that in mother languages, in local languages, those books should be available. All SWAYAM videos on SWAYAM, there are some 4,000 courses it is available. Majority of them are also getting converted into regional languages also. There even many of our students are helping. The students who are doing graduation, they are good in their subjects, they are also helping us. Many teachers are also connected, they are helping, and this work is being done by IIT Chennai. IIT Chennai has taken up this assignment, but AICT is helping them in converting those SWAYAM videos into regional languages. There may be challenges if globally someone is going and he doesn't know English, then there may be challenge. If inside the India, if student who has studied Malayalam serving in Kerala, there is no problem. Better services he will be giving. Someone is civil engineer on the ground, he is working with his teammates, with the surveyors and all, then understanding will be better. If doctor is speaking in local language, treating patients, then it is very good. Undoubtedly he will be serving society in a better way. So we are keeping both the options, the mother tongue as well as English, the international language and mother tongue. So if something is not getting understood, then certainly mother tongue is helping into understanding those concepts. So what we people are doing, we are giving additional material to the students into their mother languages, so that if some concepts are not getting cleared in English and just they are doing mugging, for avoiding that mugging, additional facility is available, they can understand, and they can become better entrepreneur, better innovators. Critical thinking and innovative skills of the students will be enhanced, and certainly acceptance of our graduates will be far better. We are saying knowledge, the language should not become the barrier. In better understanding, in better communication, and giving them a better width into the subjects which they are studying. In NEP, the concentration is both on students as well as on teachers. The teachers' autonomy, empowering our teachers, giving them promotion in time, their confidence into their own areas in which they are teaching, their pedagogical skills, all sort of development programs, faculty development programs. AICT last year we have created global record, in fact world record, imparting training to teachers, and particularly in emerging areas, because now technology is changing with a very rapid pace. Suppose today someone is very good in electronics, maybe after 6 months that electronics part may go, some another technology may come. So keeping into that thing into mind, many initiatives we have taken for imparting training to teachers. First thing, for new entrant teachers, anyone who is entering into teaching education, and we are saying please handle 60 class students, it is very difficult. Someone has done MTech and entering into education, so handling will be very difficult. Foremost initiative which we have taken, for first 1 year we have given 8 modules to those teachers, new entrants, no teaching, but all those modules related to instruction planning, delivery, assessment of the subjects, the information communication technologies, tools which are available, how teaching can become more effective. So that sort of training, and mandatory training, now it is mandatory training, structured training for all new entrants. 8 modules every teacher will have to do. Then for 1 month they will have to go into the industries. Teachers will have to go into the industry, the subject which they are supposed to teach, in that area they are taking training. Then they are coming into the academic institute where he has got the selection. He will be teaching, but for some time some senior teacher also sit into his class. He will tell that these are the shortcomings, please improve. So one part is the pedagogy part, that is a structured program, it is available. Then in emerging areas continuously we are imparting training. Last year around 100 crore rupees we have spent on teachers training. So teachers training is foremost, it is very important. So when teachers will be having confidence, then certainly quality of teaching will improve. Whatever the policy may be, policy will be implemented effectively if teachers are getting empowered in their own areas, in their service conditions, in their pay scales, everywhere. And now we are having that fee committee this recommendations also. So now fee is also getting revised. If fee will be revised and the institute will become financial viable, then teachers will also financially they will be getting benefit more, and that sort of efforts we people are doing, so that the teachers are becoming a serious part of that organization and they are able to contribute. Once that sort of hand holding, that sort of confidence if teachers are having into mind, then I think quality of technical education will improve.